Hello, good people. This is Sam here at She Does the Most, and today we are going to be doing a different kind of video. So, this one is actually going to be a really hard one for me to make, but I wanted to have a chatty style video about me considering quitting YouTube, and I saw a video on the Coffee Monsters Co. YouTube page where she did journaling. And as she was journaling, she didn't talk about what she was journaling about. She actually did like a podcast voiceover kind of situation. So I was thinking that I could possibly do that as well. So I'm going to be doing a more functional planning in my planner using majority Dollar Tree stickers. The little character ones I purchased from Etsy, and the washi tape is from Amazon. But I will have all of those details listed in the description box, and if you have any questions you can comment and ask me. But I just wanted to give you guys something to look at as I spoke about this topic. So, for the first time since I have started YouTube, I am considering quitting. And this was not recently, just the idea wasn't sparked, but it kind of made me want to sit down and be like, okay, is this something that I want to continue? And kind of the jumping off part that made me think, okay, all of this negativity, boom, boom, boom. But the one that kind of hit the most recently was when I sent a friend my YouTube video. It was a short, so it wouldn't have been that, difficult to view. And this is why I send out my videos to family members or friends in general. It's that I have noticed that if I post a video and I don't send it to anyone so no one views it, then it kind of just sits at 0 views. And then maybe 1 or 2 people will pick it up and my views tend to stay very low. But I've noticed that if I can get like 4 or 5 people to view my video, I'll come back 10 minutes later and 10 people have viewed it. I'll come back a little later and 20 people have viewed it. So I really need that jumping off point to have, YouTube recommend my video to anyone. So this is what I've been doing. I'll put out a video, I'll shoot it out to friends and family and say, hey, if you want to view this, you can. It would be helpful. You are under no obligation to do so. And then obviously from my viewpoint, I can't see who views it or not. But as long as I'm able to get some initial people, my videos will be pushed out to those that would want to see it, So as I sent out this video, the only response I got was another video that was sent to me on quitting YouTube. And I stared at the reply and I'm like, do I have the right to be offended? Like, was this a jerk move? Like, stop sending me your videos, I don't want to view it. You should quit. And this wasn't like, this is a pretty good friend that we talk all the time. It isn't, someone that I speak to once a year. So I was really hit hard by that. And it wasn't the first time that I've experienced any negativity towards the channel, but it was the most recent and I just really took it to heart. So I can give you another example that even my father replied to one of my videos that I sent him, and his reply was, and I quote, "I think you need a real job. You, comma," then he goes on to name each member of my family, need to sell weed. Dollar Tree can't take care of you and your family. And I was very annoyed and taken aback because I do have a job and my husband has a job and we own a home and we are not struggling financially and I'm not, even monetized on YouTube. So I didn't understand just the harshness of his comment. And I feel like a lot of people, I guess, don't understand how harsh their tone comes across, but also they're like, I'm not going to take it that seriously because it's just me, one, saying those things, and they don't realize how many other people may have said things. So a lot of the negativity that I've been experiencing has not been from YouTube. And when I first started this YouTube journey, that's what I kind of expected. I expected a lot of the comments would be, oh, this sucks, I don't like that, but it wasn't. People were remarkably supportive and they were liking what I was doing and they were responding well. Not a great number of people were viewing my videos, but the ones that were very supportive. And looking back at it, I guess it makes sense because if you're viewing my video, it's because you have some interest in what I'm doing or what I'm saying. Whereas I get that my friends and family may not. So I just wanted to go through, I guess, a little bit of the negativity that I have experienced, from people in person. And so some of the things that they would say is, oh, you should make a TikTok. YouTube is dead. And that's great, but I'm doing YouTube right now. And I have a lot of other things going on in life. So it's not just that easy, especially from a person that doesn't have a strong social media background. Prior to YouTube, I wasn't posting on any other platform. So I had a Facebook from when Facebook were for college students and just came out. Haven't posted anything in years. I don't post on Instagram. I don't have a TikTok. And so for someone to just say, well, it's just so easy, just do that, I just feel like unnecessary advice, especially if I'm not coming to you saying, hey, what do you think I can do to be better? So another thing that I've heard, once again, because this may not be someone's favorite niche, your videos are too long, or just speed through it and make it under 5 minutes. Just hurry up already. And I watch a lot of decorative planning videos, like a lot. And I like every painstaking detail of them choosing a sticker, applying a sticker, readjusting a sticker, cutting a sticker, not liking it, taking it off, choosing another sticker. And although I do speed up a lot of the sections of my videos, it just isn't, I'm sure it didn't mean to come across supportive, but it's just very negative to be like, I don't like this, just hurry it on up already. So, and some other feedbacks that I got was do digital planners. No one still writes on paper. And I love paper. I jot everything down on paper. I have tons of notebooks. I have all of the Post-it notes. I love writing everything on paper. And I know that there are a group of people out there that also like writing things on paper. But, just not the people I know, I guess. Another feedback when choosing a niche, making planner videos are dumb. No one wants to watch that. Whereas I know that there are planners out there that have, planner people out there that have 100,000 subscribers and are getting really great views. But because my views are not that great, it's like, don't do this. No one wants to see this. Dollar Tree is tacky. That spread looks cheap. Maybe use Erin Condren stickers. And I get it, I guess, intellectually. But I do like Dollar Tree stickers. And I'm always there. And I'm always picking up stickers. And I'm always applying their rub-on transfers to everything, all sorts of crafts that I do at home. And I don't want to apologize for having to like these kind of stickers. Also, it's very budget friendly. Like, let's not pass over that fact that you are able to get a lot of use and utility out of these stickers, especially when you can purchase as many as you want for $1.25 compared to sticker packs that are 5, 10, 15, who knows, because I haven't really looked them up, but I know that they're more than $1.25. And another issue is that I like variety. So if you buy a purple sticker pack, that's great, but how many purple spreads are you going to do? If you buy a pink sticker pack, that's nice, but how many of those are you going to do? If you buy a whole pack of Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas packs, how many spreads are you going to get out of that? Like, that one pack is going to get you through 1 month, and that is it. And so I just, take it on the chin and keep going. I've had comments about my editing. Your screen isn't clear. Your screen is too clear. You should make your transitions like this. You should make your transitions like that. You should use this kind of music. You shouldn't use that kind of music. And these are all from people that don't edit anything and don't understand anything about editing. They don't understand a lot about you getting a copyright strike for using certain kind of music. And so it's just really frustrating when everyone knows all of the answers, even though they're not doing the things. I've also gotten some feedback on showing my face. So you should put your planner up to your face and talk about your planner. And I'm just like, that doesn't make sense, because if you need to see what I'm planning, my planner kind of needs to be down on the table. Also, one of the only reasons that I started a YouTube channel was because I could have the possibility of doing mostly a faceless YouTube channel. So it's not that I have any major insecurities or think that there's anything wrong with my face, but just based on my lifestyle, if I am dragging myself out of bed early to bring the kids to school and to make lunches, and we foster medically fragile children, and we're always at the doctor, and we're always having to do some sort of medical intervention. Like, let's be honest, I'm not doing all of that in a full face of makeup. And so for me to, just be YouTube ready enough to film anything substantial was not going to work for me. And I always knew that it wasn't going to work for me. So when I saw that there was an option to where I can put the kids to nap, run upstairs, film some videos, run back downstairs, do what I need to do, come up at night, edit, I was just like, okay, this is something that I can be consistent in. This is something that I can be reliable in, and that it fits my lifestyle. But once again, these are people that don't record, don't film, don't edit, and they just don't know. They say, well, the videos that I watch are like this, so you should be like this. So let me go into a few reasons why I even started my YouTube channel. And the first is going to be that I watch tons of YouTube. I love YouTube. It's one of the only social media platforms, like I said, that I was on, that I actively viewed things on. And I love long form content. I can go on YouTube to find a tutorial that will show me how to do every and anything. To make something, to cook something. I will watch people sit there and talk about their problems, their wins, their losses, and you really develop, I'm not going to say a relationship with them because you don't know them in real life, but it is a sense of community, and you do get to know them to a certain extent. And so that is the big appeal for me of long form content. Like, shorts are great. You see a snippet of something, it may give you some really important information. A lot of it is funny, and that is great. But you lose the benefit, I feel like, of getting a sense of knowing someone, and then you also lose a lot of detail. So if you're just seeing a funny joke or something like that, you don't need as much background. But a lot of subject matters that I look at aren't necessarily so key funny. And so I just feel like long form content is what I find the most interesting. Another reason that I started my YouTube channel was that my daughter, like many 8, 9, 10-year olds and above, wanted to be on YouTube. And she just thought that it would be the best thing. I don't think that it's very appropriate for her, but she always wanted her channel. She always watched Adley. And so when I finally started YouTube and posted my first video, like no one was more excited than she was. She was so thrilled. She told all of her friends that her mom is a YouTuber. I'm pretty sure she thought after posting my second video, we would get a Tesla and a jet. But even being a year into it, she's still super excited. And I always look for opportunities that me and my daughter can do something that's exciting and that we enjoy. One of the main reasons, though, that I took the plunge and began my YouTube channel a year ago was because I was going through a very hard time. And this was at the culmination of going through 4 years of secondary infertility. Then we found out that I was pregnant, but I was having a very high-risk pregnancy. We had a failed adoption at the same time, and my therapist recommended that I started journaling. And I told her, no, journaling is dumb. I don't still currently believe that because I do have a journaling section in my planner now. But I told her I didn't necessarily want to sit down in a room with all of my dark thoughts. But I went on YouTube, like I often do, and I looked up journaling. And I saw that there were a lot of decorative journaling. Then I saw alongside of that was decorative planning. And watched about 1,000 videos of decorative planning and fell in love with the concept. I was like, okay, I can do a little bit of journaling. I can do a lot of planning. I can feel productive. And I can apply really beautiful stickers to that page. And it will be a moment that I can be by myself, sit with myself, do something creative and therapeutic just because I needed to. Just because it was going to be a creative outlet for me. But the type A workaholic that I am, it quickly escalated into, well, I could creatively plan, or I could make my own YouTube channel and creatively plan. I can make my own YouTube channel, I can creatively plan, I can hope to become monetized. Then I can do Dollar Tree hauls of the planner supplies that I pick up. And I like coffee. I can make coffee videos. We have chickens. I can film caring for my chickens, repairs to my chicken coop. I can film gardening. And it kind of snowballed into this second job, right? On top of me working, on top of me just having a baby, on top of me mourning an adoption loss, on top of me still continuing to foster medically complicated children. So I think to a lot of people, it looked like I was biting off more than I can chew. And perhaps at the time I was. But now, a year into it, YouTube has become really therapeutic. And some of the things I enjoy is that it does give me the ability to exercise creativity. I feel like the more we start adulting, life becomes remarkably uncreative. You go to the same job. With your job, you do the same thing. You may move up in the company, but you're essentially doing the same thing. You have children, and your children change. They do, and they get exposed to more things, but it's still parenting. You're still feeding them. You have another child. You change their diaper. You take care of their needs. You do lose a sense of something being new and creative and fun And that is what I get from YouTube. I do try to do different things. So learn new skills. First, I had to teach myself. I had to learn, how was I going to record these videos? What was I going to record it on? How was I going to edit? How was I going to do a voiceover? And I wanted to do this as affordably as possible. So I don't have the most high-end equipment. So sometimes I got to do a lot of rigmarole to get things to come together. But I am a problem solver by nature. So it is exercising that something new, that creativity level, to be able to get these videos put together, and then also try something new. If this program isn't working, try a different one. If this style of video isn't working, try something else. One of the things that I've only recently started to touch on, to tell you the truth, after being a year in on YouTube, was actually building a little community of my own, So there are planner communities out there, and there are people that that I watch and resonate with and comment on their videos. But I'm looking forward to finding that weird corner of YouTube filled with people that like planning, that like coffee, that like affordable finds, like everything at the Dollar Tree, that like homesteading individually and all together wrapped up in one. That's what I was most looking forward to. And that is what I am just considering, if going through this whole content creating process is even worth it. So I don't know, like there's a real lack of support, and I just feel like I work really hard to try to get these videos out and organize them in a way that might be enjoyable and give people a little bit more insight. Like, something when I was watching planning videos was that a lot of people didn't have plans. So they would put a lot of stickers on their paper, but there wasn't a large majority of them that had a lot going on necessarily. And so I was always interested in the ones that did, like, oh, can we see you execute some of these plans? So some of my earliest shorts were, I made long form videos on decorating my planner and then doing after the pens, and then I did shorts of executing my plans, And so I was going to show you guys in the garden, and I was going to show you guys this and that. And it was a lot of work, and it was hard to keep up with, but it also wasn't getting views. And so it was just like, okay, maybe people don't want to see this. But at this point, I know that a majority of people in my personal life don't want to see this. And I'm just a little bit on the fence of how many people on YouTube want to see this. So I just decided to, make this video just airing my considerations and kind of trying to decide if remaining on YouTube is worth it. So that's all that I wanted to come to you guys and discuss today. So please comment, let me know what you think, and maybe I will continue and maybe I won't. I will just have to see. Okay, bye guys. Thank you.